Since I've been working with animals, animal communication over 20 years, well, it's changed my life in so many ways. Your world just isn't the same, and there's no going back. Once we realize that all life is connected and communicating with us, all life has a consciousness. What I've come to understand from doing this work is the depth of animals' intelligence. They see the world differently, they have a completely different viewpoint, and often their perspective on something is not at all what you might have thought or expected. But they're capable of such deep emotion and feelings and thoughts are no different from ours. And sometimes we don't always take their feelings into consideration because we just don't know. I worked with a mini horse. A woman called me because her mini horse was very, very angry. No one could get near him. He wouldn't even eat his food. He wouldn't let the person get near him with his hay. He just wanted nothing to do with anybody. First question I asked him was, "Why are you so angry?" And what I heard was, "Where's my mother?" So I asked again. Usually when I'm communicating with an animal, I'll ask several different ways. I'll just keep asking because I feel there's got to be more that they're trying to say that maybe I'm not getting it, I'm not hearing it, I'm missing something. So with this horse, I asked 3 times, why was he so angry? And the second time I heard, what happened to my mother? And the third time I heard, I want to know where my mother is. I couldn't get anything else from this horse. So I went back to the person. Many times we'll hear something from the animal. We don't know what it means, and we go back to the person. So I said to the person, "Do you know anything about his mother?" And she said, "Oh my God." She said she bought the horse at a ranch and he had a surrogate mom, which was a goat. The goat had raised this mini horse since he was a baby. I don't know what happened to the biological mother, if the mother died or she was given away. I don't remember the story. I don't even know if I knew the story. The woman had told me that the mini horse with the goat were inseparable. So inseparable that the people at the ranch said, "You can't buy the horse unless you take the goat with you." So she brought both animals back to the ranch. So as time passed, the neighbors started complaining the goat was too noisy. And the woman was concerned. She intended to train the horse to be a therapy horse, but the horse wasn't really responding or really listening to her. He was so engrossed in his relationship with the goat, he didn't care about anything else. The neighbors suggested getting rid of the goat so that the horse would give her all his attention. And so she did. And the horse was just devastated. His lifelong partner from birth had been taken from him. When the woman realized what she had done and the impact it had on the horse, she felt horrible. She tried to locate the goat, but the ranch hands said they didn't know what happened to him. No one happened to know his whereabouts. One ranch hand told her the goat was taken by coyotes. She never found the goat. So the next best thing the woman could think of was to rehome the horse, the mini horse, on a ranch where there were a lot of goats and a lot of other mini horses, hoping he could make another friend. I don't know what happened to the horse. In time, he probably did make a friend, but just think of yourself in his position. Your loved one dies or is taken from you. Eventually, you'll make new friends, but you can never replace that loved one. You can't replace a goat with another goat. So this shows you the depth of an animal's feelings. They grieve just like we do. They feel pain just like we do. They have emotions just like we do. They feel left out. They know when you don't care about them. They know when you're giving them away. So think about when you leave for 2 weeks and you have someone just come in to feed them. Make sure you explain to your animal where you're going, why you're going, who you're going with, when you'll be back, and show them in your mind. The animals think in pictures. This is how animal communication is done. So show them visually in your mind who will be feeding them in the morning with the light windows, in the evening with the dark windows. That's one day. You can do it again for the second day. You don't have to do it for 10 days. You could give them the concept of a week. Animals understand concepts. And this will reduce their anxiety. I have to house sit sometimes, sleep over another house, and I'm not here for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And I come home twice a day to feed the cats. They don't want me to go. They're very attached to me. But I explain to them where I'm going and why. and when I'll be back, and they understand. If they didn't understand, they'd be peeing all over the house. But they understand. There's no accidents in the house. So before you do anything, always think about how you would feel if it was you.